The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out will be Deshaun Kaiser, the former 2nd-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL Draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On play action, Kaiser.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
The Lions at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 2nd and 9, Kaiser. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Matt Ariza now.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out a port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Here's a give to Herbert.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, it's Fields. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Second down, here's an option right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Fields now to throw.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool,
26 yards.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football. Well, we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight, it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
And this is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Kaiser to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their...
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On 2nd and 9, Fields.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 3rd down, Kaiser.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Third and short yardage, Kaiser. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
Kaiser now.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. Shart's got it, left side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To the air again, Kaiser.
That's once again complete to Chark.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. To throw is Kaiser. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Now Kaiser. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal.
Again, it's Kaiser. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, Kaiser.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Kaiser. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first defenders in there to drop him.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Looking downfield for Jones. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Montgomery running right.
And he was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings us
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
brought down by James Houston. It's a gain of 3.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On second down, Swift. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Kaiser on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. This offensive line, they're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Here's Kaiser. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. Man open. Here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the 50, here's Fields.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Throwing again is Fields.
Pass incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw is Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They run. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile for Chicago, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got the, yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Well, here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their fifth-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018. Josh Allen.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Allen again. Steps away to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Vikings at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To the air again, it's Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins.
And he fires one, but incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Allen now looks to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football.
From midfield, here's Allen as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen. Being chased, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. On the counter, this is Singletary, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it. They started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too. Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. Allen going to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge.
And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing again on second down. Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Now Allen. And he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now is Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Cousins on first down. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Cousins again. And this one too low. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Cousins.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Cousins out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They go play action. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Joseph's got it.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Following the interception, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On second down, Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
From 21 yards away.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there. They'll go for 2.
Cousins will try and throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills ready to take over. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. From the 29, Allen. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen
throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So apparently the bank is open, and fortunate for them as it gives them a 4th quarter lead.
And you talk about being fortunate. Fortune was definitely on their side there. I think 9 times out of 10, this ball hits the bar and comes right down. But he manages to put a little English on it, and he gets it to go.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll dump this off to Cook. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Up the middle, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go Madison up the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now, Down 28-24. A minute 51 on the clock.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Throwing is Allen.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Allen. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.